The lover. Why does the slave ever love? There was in the neighborhood a young colored carpenter, a freeborn man. We became mutually attached, and he proposed to marry me. I loved him, but when I reflected that I was a slave and that the laws gave no sanction to the marriage of such, my heart sank within me. My lover wanted to buy me, but I knew that Dr. Flint was too willful and arbitrary a man to consent to that arrangement. There was no hope that the doctor would consent to sell me on any terms. He had an iron will and was determined to keep me and to conquer me. My lover was an intelligent and religious man. Even if he could have obtained permission to marry me while I was a slave, the marriage would give him no power to protect me from my master. It would have made him miserable to witness the insults I should have been subjected to. And then, if we had children, I knew they must follow the condition of the mother. He was going to Savannah to see about a little property left him by an uncle. I earnestly entreated him not to come back. He left me, still hoping the day would come when I could be bought. With me, the lamp of hope had gone out. The dream of my girlhood was over. I felt lonely and desolate. My grandmother could not avoid seeing things which excited her suspicions. She was uneasy about me and tried various ways to buy me, but the never-changing answer was always repeated. Linda does not belong to me. She is my daughter's property, and I have no legal right to sell her. The conscientious man. He was too scrupulous to sell me, but he had no scruples whatever about committing a much greater wrong against a helpless young girl placed under his guardianship as his daughter's property. After my lover went away, Dr. Flint contrived a new plan. He told me that he was going to build a small house for me in a secluded place, 4 miles away from the town. I shuddered. I vowed before my Maker that I would never enter it. I wanted to keep myself pure, and under the most adverse circumstances, I tried hard to preserve my self-respect, but I was struggling alone in the powerful grasp of the demon slavery, and the monster proved too strong for me. I felt as if I was forsaken by God and man, as if all my efforts must be frustrated, and I became reckless in my despair. It chanced that a white, unmarried gentleman had obtained some knowledge of the circumstances in which I was placed. So much attention from a superior person was, of course, flattering. By degrees, a more tender feeling crept into my heart to be an object of interest to a man who is not married and who is not her master is agreeable to the pride and feelings of a slave. It seems less degrading to give oneself than to submit to compulsion. When I found that my master had actually begun to build the lonely cottage, feelings of revenge and calculations of interest were added to flattered vanity and sincere gratitude for kindness. I knew nothing would enrage Dr. Flint so much as to know that I favored another. The months passed on. At last, Dr. Flint came and told me the cottage was completed. I replied, I will never go there. In a few months, I shall be a mother.